Lace up the shoes, chase W's, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, came at.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to office selected.
Doing your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel.
Oh, Henry! Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up,
all in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Product of NC State, it's Jacoby Brissett.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
Anthony Costanzo is a former first-round pick who's just quietly gone about his business of trying to be the best tackle he can. Good footwork, lots of grit and determination, and he works hard each and every game trying to keep his quarterback clean and help move some people in the run game.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Brissett, and he's got his man Hilton. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run here with Mack. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. Loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got Burton here.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Titan football. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the catch made by Hilton. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Jackson on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of year you start to say, this is when the cream rises to the top. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do.
But pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Everson Griffin in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things.
The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on fourth down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Derrick Henry. He chucks him aside. Derrick Henry all alone. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Brissett completes it to the tight end, Burton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson going to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year, and they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns, also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack, Brissett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Forced out to his left. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
On second down, here's Henry. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. 1:53 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. On play action, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles. Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? The slim just left town. They're down to none. Yes, exactly right. And he's brought down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that touchdown this late in the game should all but be the dagger. We never want to say that a game is over, but it certainly feels that way. That final touchdown seems to have created enough room for them to start celebrating. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
And the Colts coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Another try after the first down sack. Reset. And he's going to go down again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backward. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.